I know there's a difference between good and great, and that's what you're gonna see. I'm just gonna take matters in my own hands, and I'm not gonna let anything he puts in front of my plate. I'm gonna eat it, whatever it is. I gotta just do it because this is gonna propel my career, and it's gonna propel boxing.
I want to make the most memorable nights in boxing. You know, the ones where people go, oh, what a fight, what a night. Something to remember, history made, legacy made. That's why I'm here. So whoever wants it can get it.
That's who you are. I have no doubt about it. But I asked a very direct question. This is first thing. He don't know me that well yet. Who do you want?
Garcia.
Yeah, that's all I want to hear. That's all I want to hear, Dana. That's what I was asking.
Ryan Garcia recently addressed a possible matchup with Conor Benn in an interview. He spoke with confidence, making it clear he believes in his ability if that fight ever takes place.
Hey, pause. No Diddy, Conor. No, you know ass beating me. You know ass beating me.
I'll come over there and pick you up. How about that?
Oh, you're getting even more Diddy with it. Come on, stop it, brother.
Listen, lay off the gear, mate. Lay off the gear and I'll do my dance.
Lay off the PEDs, man. Lay off the PEDs.
Bro, get them eggs out of your mouth.
There's been growing discussion about making this fight happen. Dana White has shown interest in big, high-profile matchups, while Ben continues to look for opportunities to test himself against top-level opponents.
Last time I saw you on the screen, you were in the ring after Shakur Stevenson won his fight. But Ryan Garcia and the potential for a fight against him is what everybody's been making noise about as well. Where is your head in regards to that? What fight do you want? What have you told Dana White?
Listen,
What's the fight that you want?
We're going to try and make the WBC World title, I'm mandatory for that shot. I've worked hard to get to that shot. But ultimately, I'm not sure of options. There's plenty of fighters calling me out. So we'll see what's there. Whatever fight the public want, they can get. I'm here because I want to make the biggest fights possible.
What you, Dana? What do you want?
Yeah, I agree with everything he said. That's why I'm in the business right now, is to make the fights that people want to see, put on massive. You know what's crazy? So we were together yesterday, and he asked me, this is the state of boxing right now. He says, did you watch my father fight? I said, are you crazy? When your father was fighting, everybody all over the world knew who, the champion was, knew who, when big fights happened anywhere in the world, everybody watched. Boxing was big in America back then. So that is my goal, is to make it that way again over the next.
Boxing commentator Greg Hackett shared his view, suggesting that Garcia's speed, timing, and power could be important factors in a potential matchup.
We had the back and forth, like, I'm gonna knock you out, and Conor responds that Tank made you quit, Rolly beat your ass, and Luke Campbell dropped him. What you think of that fight if it happens now?
I think it's a great fight. But I think if Ryan go out there looking like anything like his last fight, I think he'll stop Conor Benn. I don't think Conor Benn is defensive enough. I like his intensity level, but his defense don't really have no defense. And Ryan's speed gives anybody problems. And then he can punch too. So I think Ryan will stop Conor Benn on some real shit. I think all the 47 pounders will stop him. I think Brian Norman Jr. would stop him. I think Devin Haney would stop him. Whoever at 47.
Is it the weight? Because he looked good against Eubank.
Yeah, I think it could be the weight, but also I think it's just his style. His style is not really that complicated. It's a simple style, and the things he do is simple. He jump in, jump out. You know what I mean? Jump in, jump out. It's like fighting a strong amateur. It's just like being in there with a strong.
Promoter Eddie Hearn spoke about Benn's current stage, saying he is still developing but improving quickly. He encouraged fans to recognize Benn's progress, even as he continues working toward the highest level.
I feel what Conor being in. People have asked me that. I didn't really feel any emotion, if I'm honest. Look, I didn't want him to look that bad, honestly. I'm not watching him going, oh, I hope he looks terrible. I want him to look well. I was a bit frustrated watching because I think he can be much better than that. I also think that down at that weight, I just don't. I think he's got it in his head that he can make 47 and he can and he can make 47. But I don't think he's the same fighter when he's making 47. Personally, but listen, he's had it off. I mean, me. People are criticising him. Oh, he couldn't win a British title. He's not the best fighter in Essex. Look at what he's done. I mean, I would like to say that how I got him in that position was one of the greatest bits of work by any promoter ever to grace the work. By the way, he put the work in. I will always say Conor Benn works very hard, but me, on my tombstone, just right on the thing, I want to say, great guy.
Analyst Chris Algieri and Paulie Malignaggi discussed how attention and popularity can sometimes place fighters into big conversations early. They suggested Benn is still building toward elite competition.
Why he's going directly talking about Ryan Garcia, calling him out. And of course, Ryan is going to be like, yeah, of course, big money fight. And we had some reactions from fighters who were paying attention that night. They took to Twitter immediately. Jack Catterall, hands are looking through his fingers with an emoji. Josh Kelly saying, wow, same kind of situation. Ryan Garcia calling him Conor Bum. Devin Haney saying Conor Benn, stay away.
That's what I'm saying. You're putting this guy into the conversation with these guys. That's why they're aggravated and they're annoyed.
Well, it's because he calls everybody out. So
you're mixing this guy into the conversation he doesn't belong in. These are all guys. Look, all the names you just mentioned, they're all in one conversation. They're all in one room. Conor Benn just gets to join that room because of his fame. He's not of that level. He doesn't even belong there. So of course they're laughing at him and they're gonna critique him and all this other stuff. I saw even Shakur, I think, had said something. It's like, Corey, you don't belong anywhere near this.
Former champion Timothy Bradley offered a critical but constructive view, saying Benn's recent performance showed areas where he can continue to improve, including experience and ring awareness.
You can look him up on BoxRec. He got 5 stars next to his damn name, like he's done something, and he ain't done it's in the fight with Regis Prograis. You can see, Regis was one of those guys that started late as well, but you can see the experience of Regis start to show through. Now, Conor Benn and his team, made the adjustment and went down to the body of Regis and started to slow down and kind of take the fight out of Regis. However, Regis was in the fight. He was catching Conor Benn with some, and it's just the inexperience and the low IQ of Conor Benn and not having enough experience to be at that elite level.
Analysts Sergio Mora and Chris Mannix also shared their thoughts, describing Benn's performance as solid, but noting that he still has steps to take before reaching the top tier.
No punch resistance, and a guy that lost 2 of his last 3 fights. And Conor Benn was on the back foot, Mannix. He was the naturally bigger, stronger, younger fighter, and he was on the back foot being pushed around by a fighter, a veteran, a good champion. And, I'm a fan of Prograis, but he didn't belong in the ring with a fresher Conor Benn, and there you go. They went back and forth. It wasn't competitive, but they went back and forth. Conor didn't have that explosiveness. He didn't have that mean chip on his shoulder. He didn't have that eagerness to go for the knockout. Why? You were in there against an older fighter, a fighter that was injured from what you and others were reporting. So injured, older, less explosive. What the hell are you doing on your back foot? Conor Benn just made $15 million on Netflix, and he didn't try to do anything great. He had the setup there. He had the stage set to have a splash over here.